I haven't been on live much lately. I think the last time I was live was when I was in Korea last month. So I wanted to do something live. And I thought, what better thing to talk about right now than the Korean Martial Art Festival. I just bought my tickets down to Florida last night. I'm really looking forward to this trip. And if people don't know about it, I want to tell them about it, because this is a fantastic martial art weekend. If you're a martial artist of any style, you don't have to be a Korean style, the Korean Martial Art Festival is a fantastic event to go to. If you are a Korean stylist, so much the better. I was looking at the instructors that were going to be here this year, and it keeps growing. I mean, that's the thing. This is the 12th year that's been going on. I haven't been there from the very beginning. The first couple years I didn't attend. I forget which year I started to go to, but I've been to at least 6 or 7, I think now. I probably started in year 5 or 6, somewhere in there. It's hard to remember. You start getting older and all the years run together. But this year, it's bigger than it ever has been. It just keeps getting bigger and better every year. Dr. Hae-Young Kim is coming back. If you never trained with Dr. Kim, you're missing out. I mean, he's an icon in the Korean martial arts. If you've seen his books, there's those, I go grab them, but they're way in the back part of my library. But they're these big, huge, thick books that it's awesome. You can get the book and have him sign it while you're there. And it's really fun to train with somebody with that much knowledge and that much history. So he's going to be there again this year. Grandmaster No-One Park, another legend in the Korean martial arts that I haven't been able to meet yet. So I'm really looking forward. This will be my first opportunity to meet him. Grandmaster Rudy Timmerman's back. I've known Grandmaster Timmerman since the early 2000s, and it's just awesome. Somebody just said at Gordon Martial Arts, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Thomas Gordon, Chief Master Thomas Gordon, is the host, and this is the 12th year he's been putting it on. So, great event, but Grandmaster Timmerman's going to be back. Soki Michael de Pascal, and I apologize if I said that wrong. He's another legend in the martial arts. It's not a Korean stylist either, but this is his first year to be teaching there, and I'm really looking forward to meeting him and learning from him as well. Grandmaster Ken McKenzie is going to be back. Grandmaster In-Won Kim is going to be back. Grandmaster Jim McMurray is going to be back. Grandmaster Kevin Janice is going to be back. Grandmaster Jimmy Farrelly is going to be back. Grandmaster Jimmy Mickens is going to be back, and I think this is the first year that Grandmaster Mickens has been an instructor, though he's been there in the past just training alongside everybody. So just really great thing. John Wilkerson's watching, and I'm not to his name yet, but he's one of the instructors too. Getting down to Grandmaster Will Widmeyer, Grandmaster Steve Kincaid, Master Bradley Lord will be back, Master Krista Four will be back, Master Calvin Longton will be back, Master Nikolai Lee will be there. Miss Amanda Howard is teaching, and Mr. John Wilkerson's instructing, as well as myself. So, I mean, it's quite the lineup, as you can see, of all these names that I just read. And, a lot of these with the Grandmaster before their name, they've been like, Grandmaster Rudy Timmerman, Grandmaster Hae-Young Kim. They were training before I was born, and I'm in my 50s. I mean, they've been training a long time. And so just some outstanding people, and that lineup right there should be making you say, hey, that would be someplace I want to go. And, what is the event? Okay, the event starts Friday evening, and there's a number of sessions Friday evening. The schedule is not in concrete yet. Thomas Gordon is still figuring out the schedule, so I don't want to say something that's wrong. So I'm just saying that there's going to be several sessions on Friday evening, and then we go back on Saturday morning. There's sessions all day long till late Saturday afternoon. Then there's a short break where everybody goes home and changes clothes, and we come back for the banquet. Now, I know the hotel, the primary hotel where there was a block of rooms, that was sold out. But Thomas Gordon, he might have some information if you contact him through the Korean Martial Art Festival page, where he can help you with some hotels. But I also know that it's limited for the banquet as well. And I know they were getting close to being completely filled up where they wouldn't have any more tickets to the banquet. So again, you have to register and find out about that right away if you want to be at the banquet. Why do you go to the banquet? Because where else do you get to sit and talk and have time to interact with all of these fellow martial artists? I mean, it's just a great time at that banquet where, you're sitting beside fellow martial artists, and sometimes their spouses or their kids will be there too. Sometimes the spouses and kids are martial artists as well. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to talk and, let your hair down and just have some fun with people. And there's usually a small award ceremony. They really try to make this event for the participants. And so I know that all the instructors, we've been asked to bring something that we can recognize participants that did something outstanding or, above the norm for that training session. I remember last year I had a bigger guy. He was in one of, in my session where I was teaching. And for a couple techniques, it looks better when you do it to a big guy than if I do it to a small person. So, and it also proves that it works on somebody bigger than you. And so, I recognized him because I think he was a yellow belt or a green belt. So he wasn't a real accomplished martial art. He was newer in his journey, but he was good game and letting me do some techniques on him. So he was who I said was the outstanding person in my session, and awarded him with an autographed copy of one of my books and recognized him at the banquet for what he did. And all the instructors were recognizing people. And so it's just a really fun event to go to, and a chance to recognize people that are training and participating and in being engaged in martial arts. You go home after that banquet tired, beat up from all day and then all night, and try to get a couple hours of sleep so you can come back Sunday morning, and then there's a half day of sessions on Sunday morning. Then depending on people's schedules, a lot of people have to head out and get back home on Sunday. I'm fortunate that I usually book my flights for Monday. If I book them for Sunday, I might have to miss training or teaching or something on the Sunday, and I don't want to miss anything. So I usually stay and go home on Monday. And, to be honest, some of my favorite times of this event have been Sunday afternoons and evenings, Monday mornings, spending time with some of the friends and people down there. There's a lot of pictures throughout the years of me participating with all my friends and colleagues and stuff at these events. One of my favorite pictures would be Thomas Gordon, Ken McKenzie, Jeff Booth, and myself out for breakfast on Monday morning after we had stayed up late Sunday night talking about all sorts of stuff. Not just martial arts, but a lot about martial arts, because that's what we are. All of us are martial artists, devote our lives to doing this. But, it's just those kind of moments to have with people are real treasures. And that's what this weekend is about. And that's why I'm talking about it in this video. I strongly support it. If you are on the fence about, should I go or should I not? It's not too late. Make the decision to go and be there. John just said he'll be there with us Sunday morning. And that's great. And again, it's some people that have to leave. I understand. You got work, you got families, you got commitments. But do your best not to leave, because there's good stuff goes on Sunday mornings too, with those training sessions. The biggest bang is this all-day Saturday, but those Friday night sessions and those Sunday morning sessions are great too. And I've actually taught on all. I've been there enough times that I've taught on all the days. So it doesn't matter. There's good stuff all the time. There have been some years where he had us repeat our sessions, because a lot of times there's two sessions going on at once, so we would repeat them. So if you went to mine and you had to miss somebody else's, you could catch his when I'm teaching with somebody else. And if you planned it right, you could see just about everybody. This year, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so you're going to miss some good sessions because you're attending other good sessions, and that's just the nature of the beast. If you have friends, fellow students that come from your school, you split up and you get everything. And that way you can share when you go home what you learned with somebody else. So I really encourage anyone that's a martial artist to take that weekend and go check out the Korean Martial Art Festival. It's in Crestview, Florida. And this year it is April 20th to 22nd. So Friday, April 20th is the evening. Then we have the 21st, all day Saturday. And then we have the 22nd, Sunday morning. Get a hold of kmaf.info for more information and registration information, or contact Thomas Gordon through Facebook or the Korean Martial Art Festival Facebook page, where you can learn more about it there. And he is an awesome host. He will bend over backwards to help make sure that you are taken care of. I know, like I said, the hotel filled up. He was helping people find alternative hotels and such. It might not have the discount that he got with the one hotel in advance, but he was still trying to give people information to help them facilitate their trip there. He hosts a great event, and he wants to make sure that everybody that attends gets more than they pay for. And you heard me read the list of people that are going to be teaching there. Where else are you going to get that many instructors that you can have mat time with during a weekend? So I encourage you to check out this event. It's been covered by Black Belt Magazine. It's been covered by Taekwondo Times Magazine. I think there's another magazine coming this year. It's growing every year. It is a super event. So I'm going to be there. If you see me there, come up and say hi. Come to my session. And I forget who else. I don't know yet because the schedule's not there. So I don't know who I'm going to be teaching against. And that always sucks, because usually when I'm teaching, the guy over there, I want to go to his too. And that's just the nature of the beast. But every session there is going to have some great stuff. And especially, some of those grandmasters that I mentioned earlier who have been literally training longer than many of us have been alive. And if you're not 50 yet, you're younger than I am. And these guys have been training longer than I've been alive. So don't pass up the opportunities to get on the mat and learn from these gentlemen and ladies. Don't pass up the opportunity to buy a book and have it signed by somebody like Dr. Kim. Don't pass up the opportunity to sit and talk with them at the lunch break or at a dinner at the banquet, having your photograph taken with these icons, because none of us are going to be around forever. So take these opportunities and meet these people, learn from these people, so you can then carry on the traditions as you grow as a martial artist. And if you're an instructor, bring your students and do some training. That's what I like too. A lot of the instructors will get out there on the mat and take other people's classes, because we're all learning and sharing and trying to better ourselves. Hey, Samuel, thanks for stopping in. So, that's what the weekend's about, is learning, sharing, experiencing, fellowship, and it's just a really good time. Leave the egos at home, go down there to train and have fun. That's what it's about. Can't say much more about it than I've already said, except if you haven't planned yet, make plans, get there. I bought my tickets last night, so I know it's not too late. Get a hold of Thomas Gordon right now if you need rooms. He'll direct you where you can find a hotel room if you haven't booked that yet. Book your flights. If you're on the East Coast somewhere, plan a road trip. I know people that they're driving from Canada. Yeah, a group is driving from Canada all the way down to Florida to attend this event. And they carpool and go together. So there's no excuse not to be there if you want some great, entertaining, fun training and fellowship with an awesome group of martial artists. If you have any other questions and if you can't get a hold of Thomas Gordon or somebody else, get a hold of me and I'll do my best to make sure I find answers for you and help you out so you can get to that event. And I hope to see you there.